Alright, hey everyone, hello. So, I just want to do an update. Um, I know I did two videos. So one video was directly to the parents explaining what my goals are for the kids. Then I did a video for kids, and the parents still can watch as well. So, yeah, I've been taking naps like off and on today. So I just woke up and chimed into the energy. So giving you an update so you can understand what's going on and so I can answer some questions that some parents have right now, some concerns. So, first and foremost, your kids are communicating with me. And when I woke up, I chimed in a little bit to feel with the energy, and a lot of them are laughing. Okay, I feel like tickle me Elmo on the inside. Hold on one second, babe. Can you turn that down, please? Yeah, I feel like Tickle Me Elmo on the inside. It's like that type of energy, like a lot of laughter and stuff like that. So basically what's going on is like I'm holding conversations with a lot of y'all kids right now. Yeah, I can feel it. It's in my stomach. It's in my stomach. It's like a tingling feeling in my stomach. But it's like if somebody is tickling me. That's how much. So what's going on is this. When I talk and communicate with the kids, I communicate with them in their language. But basically what's going on is my spirit is allowing them to be comfortable and relaxed. I know that the way the religion was written out before, I'm basically opening the door for them and communicating, okay? So you don't have nothing to be worried about. So, yeah, they coming in. It's like a lot of energy. It's starting to get up. It's like coming up into my throat. So bear with me. Let me pull it back down. Yeah. It's like I hear a lot of adults laughing too. It's crazy. It's like I hear a lot cuz I'm going to say it like this. I know that a lot of y'all was not expecting my personality to be the way it is, and for me to talk the way I talk and the way like how I am. And it's like I hear like a lot of laughter, a lot. So, but yeah, back to what I'm saying, because I need the parents to really understand something. First and foremost, in the spiritual world, I'm blind. Okay, like I'm blind. There's like I can't see anything. I have because I go off a frequency, and I do that because, like a couple videos ago, I explained like I'm blind in the spiritual world. Reason why I like to be that way because there's no judgment that way, and it makes things easier for me. Can I take my blindfold off? Yeah, but I'm used to it now. So unless I have to, and it has to be something very important for me to have to be like, I need to see for detail by detail. However, when it comes to kids, I am blind. Okay, I only go off of vibrations and frequencies. So when I communicate with them, they're when they, how can I say it? It's a spirit for a spirit. Okay, so I don't want y'all to feel like, oh my God, she's gonna be like a pedophile or something. No. I only communicate within the spirit. Okay, when the spirit is an energy. Me and your spirit, the spirits are what I communicate with, and then they translate to your kids what I'm saying. Okay, in their language. That's literally how it goes. So you never have to worry about like, is she like pedophile, this and that or whatever, nothing like that, okay? I would never do anything to harm your kids at all, okay? I wouldn't be where I'm at if that was the energy I have. That's their energy, not mine. When it comes to communicating, I would never have the kids to do something to hurt themselves or anyone else, okay? I'm all positive energy, positive energy. Now, this is the thing y'all have to understand. If they get into a point where something is messing with them, just talk to them, because I am by choice. If they allow themselves to believe in me, I'm there. Excuse me, but as parents, y'all still have a role as well. I'm not here to take your spot. I'm here to help bridge the gaps that y'all have going on, okay? Because you still have responsibility to help heal your kids and stuff like that and help to communicate. But I'm there as a voice. Like I'm like the, what is that they call? I forget. You know how like in therapy you got the neutral person. I'm the neutral party in the situation. So I'm the person that, you know, I communicate, I understand who they are, this and that, and try to help them to understand y'all when things is not working out, or understand other things. Like the thing I'm letting them know is life still happens. So if something does happen, it's part of your purpose, a part of life. You only can heal, you only can focus on yourselves. And yes, you can be there for your family and your friends, but the main focus is making sure you don't lose yourself in the process. Okay, life's still life. So I'm doing my way and explaining those things to them. Somebody asked about demonic spirits and stuff like that. Are those spirits still around? Not really, but it's muscle memory. You got to remember, every person in this world has received information from those spirits. So I have a control over a lot of things, but now what's going on is muscle memory. The thing about it is they have to listen to me to be able to overcome those thoughts, those things, okay, that they was taught from baby all the way up, through you, through TV, through music or whatever. It's literally muscle memory, okay? So if there's any thoughts or something, it's more so they got to remember that's not real anymore. It's like that. So you remember how it's like the boogeyman underneath the bed. You need to let them know there's no boogeyman there anymore, okay? The only way there's something, like I said, now, this is the thing. The only way there's something not technically underneath the bed, if your family going through karma. That's the only way there's something still could be going on, okay? So if your bloodline is like still cursed, then they can still have stuff attached, because in this process, certain families are cursed due to what has happened to me. Okay, do I want that? No. However, there are certain families in the world that are the spell was reversed. Okay, so my bloodline was tainted. I had to clear the curse off of my bloodline. Okay, so once I done that, I broke the spell. But just let you know, it's over 1,000. It's a lot of people, but like that, it's a lot of people that put spells on me through this process, and when they done that, I'm the forbidden fruit, basically. Okay, and when they done that, they cursed their whole family lineage. Okay, so with that being said, if there's things going on, it's because it's the spells backfiring on their family. So unfortunately, if your family is part of that, where you have that family member that thought they was going to take me out, unfortunately your bloodline is cursed until they clear the curse out. And yeah, so if you had easy street life, your life might not be easy anymore. Okay, so I'm gonna call it what it is. So let me break it down again. So if you live a very good life, where majority of your life you never had any issues and never had any problems, and everything was working perfectly for you, 9 times out of 10, either you or someone in your family was part of the people that had curses on me. That's why y'all never really went through anything. That's why life great for y'all. But yeah, so if you're starting to see things change, that's why. So don't get mad at me. I try to avoid it, and I tried my best to communicate with them, but apparently they felt like they was more intelligent than me, and that's what's going on. So that's on them, not on me. Okay, I tried plenty of times, decades. I tried, so they didn't listen. So if your kids go through certain things, it's because of your family. Okay, for the person in your family, unfortunately. Other than that, other than that, everyone else is doing amazing. All your kids laughing and stuff. Okay, this is how it goes. So when your kids, your vessels, which is your kids, when they come to you and they be like, "Oh, mommy or daddy, I talked to God and this and that," 9 times out of 10, this is how it can go. I can come to them as a family member that passed away, a friend, something that they dreamed of or whatever. I can come in different forms. Whatever makes them comfortable is what I can come in as. All right, and sometimes they'll now, because I'm out, they can probably see me. but not everyone comfortable yet, and that's understandable. So whatever they need to feel at peace in communicating, that's what they will see. I will be providing visions on things and different things like that. So all I gotta say is this: if your kids come to you and be like, "Hey, mommy, dad, I need to talk to you about something," just remember they're messengers as well. Don't push them away too much, okay? Technically, don't push them away. But sometimes I could be giving them a message to give to y'all about something, to prepare y'all for a situation, to warn you of a situation, or to let you know a blessing in a situation. Sometimes the kids are the ones, because you could be praying for something, and sometimes your kids could be the ones that get the message and be trying to give it to you. So use discernment at the same time. So if they tell you, be like, "Hey, mommy, I need to tell you about something," or "You need to watch out for something," or this and that, right? Listen to them, and then go with them. Be like, "God, is this the message for me that I was praying about? Or are you trying to show me something?" Or whatever, okay? Because their connection is going to be a little bit more closer to me than y'all connection, okay? Because they're kids. So make sure you listen to them, because sometimes I could be giving them warnings about different things. Like if something's about to happen or whatever, keep it in your mind, okay? Just keep it in your mind. So the message could be for something that day, next week, next month, or a year from now. But hold on to it, okay? I will give you signs. But a lot of times it could be through the kids. If your kids randomly say, "Mommy, I need you to see this real quick. Watch this, watch this." Pay attention to whatever they watching. Sometimes you could be getting messages through that. No different than my son. Sometimes randomly he be like, "Mom, look at this video real quick." And it's a message in the video for me to know about something, okay? Even I still get downloads through different things through my son. And I pay attention to what he read. I mean, like what he, like if he's singing something on the low, he playing a tune or something on the low, or whatever it is, there could be signs. So just pay attention, because this is how I help y'all to strengthen this energy, okay? Because the thing is this: in order for you to tap into your childlike spirit, you got to pay attention to your child, okay? That's how I do things. But overall, yeah, they laughing, they communicating and stuff, okay? Allow this healing process to work. Allow them to go through it. For the parents that may not understand and still in that old school, I don't care mindset, allow your kids to work the way they need to work through this process. Allow them to go through the process, okay? Allow them to communicate, all right? Ones that have special gifts, do not be afraid of it, all right? Do your research, okay? Research here, or now there's things online, or watch my other videos, for the adults, so you can get an idea how some of these spirits work and things operate. Like I said, sometimes your kids, they can see family members, they can see other people in your homes or certain things. Listen to them, pay attention to them, okay? But you shouldn't have anything at all to worry about. Now your eyes is open, and now you can hear. I'll give you heads up on things or whatnot. You have to pay attention. Y'all still can pray together, talk together, and stuff like that. But yeah, just enjoy the moment. Enjoy. It's not even a moment. Enjoy this process. Enjoy all of it. Even with the kids, if they going through different emotions, allow them to go through those emotions, but also help them to know that don't get stuck in those emotions. Excuse me. So I know in the last video I was talking about parents. So in the last video I was like, focus on yourself. I want y'all to understand, a lot of these kids been crying for a very long time. Okay? A lot of them. But it's time for us to teach them that, allow you to, you can have these tears and stuff, but there's going to come to a point you're going to have to stop and bring yourself out of that situation. No different than y'all, okay? So allow them to have emotions, okay? Guys, oh my God, guys, when it comes to y'all boys, allow them to have emotions, okay? But also let them understand that it's okay to be vulnerable, but also uplift them at the same time. Don't yell at them for being, sensitive. Allow them to understand their emotions. This will give you an opportunity to open up those emotions as well. Because as men, we're taught not, well, I said we because I jumped into that masculine energy. So I'm going to talk to you as a man. As men, we're taught, or you're taught, how to be strong, to don't let nothing bother you because you're a man. You're supposed to be tough, this and that. All right, yes, you can be tough and be able to be vulnerable at the same time. Allow that energy out, because if you hold it in, it's only going to become toxic. Same thing for your kids. You don't want them to grow up and put their hands on other people or spazzing out of anywhere. So allow your boys to, shed tears here and there. And I get it. I was like that with my son. He was a type that would shed tears, and I would get to the point sometimes be like, stop it. Because building a man, you got to be strong. But at the same time, that's how you make men to the point where boys turn into men that don't want to show emotions. And when they don't want to show emotions, that's why they don't want to understand females. So be mindful with that. Allow them to have these emotions and stuff, but talk through it. Talk them through the process, and then strengthen them back up, okay? So allow them to break down, be vulnerable, communicate, these little boys, but then put that give them that testosterone. Be like, all right, you got those tears out. You're doing great. You're doing amazing. All right, how we gonna come out of this? All right, how we gonna solve the problem to this? You understand? Allow the tears come out, and allow them to understand it. Let them talk it out. Let them express it out, and then start uplifting them. Okay, then start uplifting them. Throw positivity back into him. You doing great. You're a man. You're a boy. You got this. We strong. We can get through this. I'm proud of you for shedding tears. I'm proud of you for being vulnerable. I'm proud of you for allowing me to understand what's going on. I'm proud of you. Make sure you throw I'm proud, okay? Because when it comes to little boys, they don't get that enough, okay? Because again, they grow up to be men where they always be taking care of everyone, and no one's there really taking care of them like that. And I need people to understand that as boys, we need to be more nurturing to these boys, and I get it. Y'all like, but you'll make them soft and turn them gay and this and that. No, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. Okay. That's it. That's the main thing. Allow these boys to understand their emotions and feelings, all right? No different than with the girls. Allow them to understand their emotions and feelings, but also teach them how to know how to talk, and teach them how to know how to be quiet, okay? That's something too. We got to get there in the mix of it, because a lot of these females, the girls get so comfortable and yap, that they don't know how to be quiet. And so that's why when y'all little boys get older, they quiet and they don't say nothing because they don't get a chance to speak. So teach these little boys how to be able to communicate with little girls and vocalize, and don't be afraid to stand up and communicate in a respectful way. And ladies, teach your daughters how to be able to stand up, but also how to listen. Because if they always talking, they hearing, but they ain't listening. There's two things. One goes through one ear, out the other also a knowledge, okay? So one knowledge and one unknowledge, all right? So please teach your daughters how to learn how to be at peace sometimes. Take in the information. Don't think, just take it in. Hold on to it. Allow the little boy to speak, all right? And then communicate. But if we teach our daughters how to jump down somebody's throat, how to be a great debater, then guess what? They're going to be debating by themselves. And you don't want that. Because in order to be a great debater, you need to be able to what? Communicate. All right? We got to start young. We have to start young. All right? We only teach this stuff when they get grown. We need to teach these kids when they little. Listen, baby. I know you, yeah. Hold up. Calm down. Stop. Wait a minute. And listen. All right. Now let your little brother talk. Let your little brother talk and explain to you what's going on. He don't like me. Okay. Find out why he don't like you. All right. Let your little brother explain why he don't like you. Because you loud and keep messing around and keep touching his stuff or whatever. Okay. But I don't care what he say, because it's my stuff and I can do whatever I want and it's his stuff. And hold up. Stop. Do you take in what he just said? Do you take in what your little brother just said? But I don't care what it. Do you take in what your little brother just said? Okay? If your brother's trying to tell you why, but you're not listening to the why, you looking at what about your opinion, how can your little brother understand? How can you understand your little brother? But I don't care, because I need to say what I need to say, and stop. Take a moment, listen to what your brother's saying, and hold on to that, because his feelings hurt. Okay? Do you acknowledge that his feelings hurt? I don't care about his feelings. Pause. You notice what you just said. You don't care about your brother's feelings. Now, think about it. If you don't care about your little brother's feelings, wouldn't that make sense why he don't like you? Yeah, but I don't. Think about it. He just explained why. You just explained your side, right? That makes sense of why he feel this way. Now, you want him to be there for you, but you ain't there for him. Take that moment in. Now, how you feel if the shoe was on the other foot? I wouldn't like it. Okay, so why you acting like this to your little brother for? Why you keep treating your little brother like this for? If you want him to be able to explain why he be mean to you, it's because you being mean to him. He might be hitting you and pushing you and stuff, right? But your mouth is doing the same thing to him that his hand is doing to you. Make it make sense. Okay? Make it make sense. But he don't supposed to put his hands on me. I get that. But your mouth is hitting him too. So are we going to acknowledge that your mouth is punching the crap out of him? You hear how I'm talking? I want to hit you my daggone self. And I know I'm not a violent person. But think about it. If you don't allow me to get a moment in to talk and you yapping, don't you think a person will get pissed off after a while? Yeah, all right. Then remember, your words are fists. And they hurt just the same way as his fist hurt you. Okay? A hit is a hit. The thing about it is, if you don't be quiet, you're going to get knocked out. If you don't learn from this, how you going to learn from the others? Just saying. Okay? We don't talk about it, do we? No, we don't. We don't. And we wonder why these boys grow up and be ready to put their hands on girls, and why these girls over here act like they do. This goes for all races around the world. Okay? It's time for us to teach our daughters how to be able to listen sometimes so these guys can finally talk. Okay? And we need to do this because it's more men are quiet now than females. And they go hang out with everybody else. We start while they're young. And men, teach your boys how to stand up and communicate respectfully. Okay? Respectfully. Teach them how to be respectful. All right. Look. Son. All right. That's your sister. You don't put your hands on your sister. I know she keeps talking and then she keep doing all this stuff and dogging you out and saying this. I get it. I got it. I understand. But you're going to have some self-control and know how to walk away. Okay? You walk away until she's ready to listen. Because at the end of the day, you cherish your voice. If you want to say something, then make it be known. Excuse me, sis, we need to talk. Alright? If she don't want to listen, take a break, walk away, come back and try again. Or you get one of us to communicate. But you can't put your hand on your sister. I know that's your sister and y'all play around. But there's a difference between playing and being hateful. And I see those hits are hateful. That ain't no play hit. That's a I'm getting you back hit. If you don't stop this now, it's going to turn into something bigger because you thinking you getting away with something now. If you can do it to her, you want to do it to another girl. All right? And we don't put our hands on females. No little girls, no one. We don't do that. And I know that's your sister. You defend her, but you don't be the one that hurt her. Do you understand me? So what is it that you feel like you need to say? Because if maybe you can't talk to her, but talk to me, and then we're going to translate this and figure this out because y'all family. And that's all you got at the end of the day. And if y'all can't talk to each other, then who you have? We ain't about to see here y'all grow up and they don't want to be around each other. We ain't about to have that. So we're going to figure this out. So right now, I need you to get to a point, think about what the issues you have, write it down so that you won't forget. So go in your room. Write everything you have down that you feel like is bothering you right now. And we're going to come back out here and sit at the family table. And me, your sister, your mama. And we're going to sit down and we're going to figure out what's going on here. Because I can't keep watching y'all yelling and screaming and hitting each other like y'all ain't got no sense. Do y'all understand me? Yes. Okay. I'm just saying. You gotta start somewhere. Stop. We need to stop waiting until people get grown and then thinking they're gonna listen. We have these kids and they representing us as kids. And then when they walk out the door, you mad because now you got to go run to the schools and run to the bus stops and keep doing all this stuff and leaving work because your kids is acting up. Well, guess what? They learn from the household first. And if the whole house ain't holding it down, guess what? Now somebody else got to sit back and put them in their place. So, as of right now, my spirit is doing its job and communicating, but I'm not doing it all by myself. It's time for everybody to step up to the plate. If you, as a parent, if you are having issues with whomever the other opposite person is, fix it because they only learning from y'all. We need to teach these little boys don't put their hands, physical hands on these girls and vice versa. And we also need to teach these girls to don't be putting their spiritual hands on these boys and vice versa. Okay? The mouth can do a lot of things. All right? A hit is a hit these days. You understand me? But everybody don't sit back and just allow themselves to get hit. All right? So we need to put order in place. It's time to get it together. So I don't care if they a toddler. And you see them put in, like I said, we can play fight. But when you see those hits really hitting, where you see those words really wording, stop it. That's how you create a narcissist. Manipulators. They start little. And if they see they can get away with it once, they'll do it again. And before you know it, now they talking to you reckless. When you see something that you know the signs of, stop it. Communicate it. Let them understand it. Talk to them. Because at the end of the day, when it comes to these kids, when they grow up, don't get mad with the dictionary that you created. So how you going to be read? Positive or negative? The definition is up to you. On that note, y'all have a blessed day.